So I wanted to share my experience with the Sony A7 IV. Just a little background, I am a freelance photographer and videographer and get hired to take professional photos and commercial video, specifically for marketing content that is going to be used on a website or social media. I have used the A6600, A6400, the A7 III, A7 II, A7R2, A7R3, A7S2. I am pretty familiar with the Sony cameras now, and I have to say, using this thing has been the best Sony experience I've ever had, with an asterisk or exclamation. Asterisk? Asterisk. I primarily use two cameras when I'm out on the field. My main camera, which used to be the A7R3, now it's the A7 IV. And my secondary camera, the A7C, which I'm filming with right now, which I'm going to do a ton of content on, because if you didn't know, the A7C is very, very, very awesome. When shooting with Canon, I was shooting with the 5D Mark IV way back in the day. What I loved about that camera were the colors that automatically came out of that camera. Like when I edited the photos, especially with portrait photography, I found myself not having to do much. Then when I switched over to Sony, primarily because I started to do more video production, it was a beast for video. On the photo side, I had to work a little bit harder to get the look that I wanted. With colors and skin retouching and stuff like that, I found myself editing for a very long time. Granted, I had less experience then, but you get the point. But then when I bought this, it brought me back to those Canon color vibes. If you're asking why I haven't gone back to Canon, it's because I've already been integrated in the Sony system, and I just know it well. I shoot with it very well, and I just don't want to go back and forth. But with this A7 IV, it brought back those vibes of just automatically coming out with great colors. This camera also does 4K 60, 10-bit 422. Granted, it is cropped, but man, it doesn't you really see a difference. I think the quality is superb. But I'll touch more on the video quality and the video specs on another video. The biggest topic that this camera has produced, other than its amazing quality, is the overheating. When I bought the camera and started shooting from it out of the box, I was very, very concerned that it was going to overheat on me, because I immediately started using it for video production, and you know, I used it no problem. Granted, I was using the CF Express card and had zero problems with it. The one time that it overheated on me, I was using a V90 Pro Grade SD card. For some reason, it just started overheating within 10 minutes. I do think there is a correlation with the memory cards. I don't know if there's any data out there to actually back that up, but I did find a huge difference in not only the feel of the camera when using an SD card versus a CF Express card, but it also just overheated on me. That was the one time it overheated. Changed the settings to make sure that the overheating didn't happen. There's a setting in there that you can kind of delegate that. And yeah, long story short, it doesn't overheat on me. I have filmed with this thing in humidity of North Carolina, where I live, Miami. I do a lot of nightlife shooting, nightclubs, and as you know, it gets pretty freaking hot in there. No problems, no issues. It's been a joy since then. There are overheating issues. You just have to figure out how to work around them. And there's a lot of great videos out there on how to do that. I'm shooting compressed. The file sizes aren't that crazy. When I shoot photos with my A7C, I'll shoot it uncompressed, and I get about 42 megabits. I'm getting about the same thing here compressed. I haven't shot this yet uncompressed. I'm very, very curious to try this uncompressed. I can't even imagine how good it's gonna look. But the file sizes, not a huge deal. With that data that you get, I have found, I don't know what Sony has done, but editing these photos, editing video as well has been a breeze. But editing the photos, you know, the skin retouching has been better. The colors, you know, once you color correct and then color grade it, it handles it like a champ. It's been so easy. My editing is a lot faster now with this. So yeah, this has been my experience with the Sony A7 IV as far as photography goes. I'm gonna make a completely different video on my user experience with shooting video with this, because my God, the quality that comes out of this camera, superb. Actually working on a documentary right now that I'm filming with both the A7C and the A7 IV, but most of the shots I'm using the A7 IV, and it's just been an absolute joy to use. So I will be making a completely different video, a few on shooting my shooting experience with this camera. If you came to this video wondering if you should buy this camera, if you're thinking about it, I would say yes. Especially if you're coming from an A7C or an A6000 or 6600, 6500, whatever camera you might have. If you're coming from one of those cameras, I absolutely would recommend this if you have the budget for it. If you don't have the budget for that, I have more videos coming on the A7C. That's a fantastic camera. It's almost $1,000 cheaper than this, and very, very capable. I've shot paid work with it, commercial work with it, so it's extremely capable. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to see anything specific, please let me know down in the comments screen below, and I will make a video if I'm capable of doing it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I never know how to close out these freaking things. Yeah, that's it. I have nothing else to say.